Hi guys, we wanted to give you guys a little bit of a helper video tutorial on how to write properly using exponents and powers because writing in math, especially through a computer, is very challenging. Right now we don't have any other choice but to write through computers, so we're going to practice with a little bit so that you guys aren't getting answers maybe incorrect for the wrong reasons. It's hard enough to get them right. We don't want to get something wrong because we're not typing something into a computer correctly. So I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial on that, and hopefully it helps. So first one, we've got our 3 exponent rules. These are more mathematical rules about exponents that we have to use each base number one time. Strictly positive exponents, simplify all fractions. Those are things that we will talk about extensively throughout this unit if we haven't already. But just remember those are mathematical rules, okay? Now, ways to help us correct these goofy expressions. This is more for Mr. Shavi and myself because we want the computer systems to do a lot of that correcting, and we don't want something to mark something incorrect for a wrong reason. So a couple things that are gonna help you guys out. First off, write all base variables in alphabetical order, okay? The commutative property says that if you take A times B, that's the same as B times A. However, if you think about these expressions that we're dealing with, Mr. Shavi and myself have to then account for all the different combinations where this could potentially be correct, just not written correctly. So to help us out and to help yourselves out, write all your base variables in alphabetical order. Second part of this, use the, this is called the caret symbol. I don't know why it's called a caret. Doesn't look like a caret to me. But anyway, this is the caret symbol, which can be found on your keyboard as a secondary key. You would hit Shift, I believe, and then 6 to hit the caret symbol. And that will represent an exponent. Okay, this is consistent in all walks of math. It's not just an R class thing. But for example, 4 to the 3rd power would be written as 4 caret 3. Okay, the reason you guys can't write it like this is Schoology or a lot of websites don't have this equation feature where you can actually do that for raised to the 3rd power. Schoology doesn't have that. Sadly, I wish it did. But this is how we would kind of mitigate that and help with that. All right, the last part of this is just don't use any spaces in your answers. Okay, so we're just going to practice with a little bit, show you exactly how we would want you guys to type something in, like 54a to the 7th, b to the 3rd, and then give you guys some practice with it before you actually get to your normal homework assignments. So 54a to the 7th times b to the 3rd would be written 5, 4, and this is for you guys, a with the caret to the 7th power, and then multiplied by b raised to the 3rd power. Okay, notice how the A and the B are in alphabetical order, and this is how we would need you guys to submit answers into Schoology, okay, for this expression. And you can see, we take the time to make them nice because we have that equation editor built into our Google, but you guys probably don't have that or won't have that for Schoology. Next one, 18x to the 2nd y, x comes before y. So we write that out, 18 with an x raised with the caret button to the 2nd power and then multiplied by y. Okay. Now the reason why we don't want you guys to use, normally you grow up and you think this symbol means multiplication, but when you get into algebra, that symbol oftentimes represents an unknown. So we want to kind of get away from using it. This is how we would need you guys to type that into Schoology. All right. The last one with a fraction. So I'm just going to type it out, negative 8x to the 4th over y to the 3rd, z to the 5th. Again, notice how the bottom is in alphabetical order. Okay, y comes before z in the alphabet, so you'd write that out, negative 8x raised to the 4th power. And to represent division, we're going to use the slash button. Okay, and then type it out, y raised to the 3rd and z raised to the 5th. Okay. So kind of goofy. I know that these look uncomfortable. Make sure you guys are still working them out on paper. This will just help you when you're submitting your answers into any digital format that's going to correct it for you. All right. Hopefully this video was helpful. We'll talk soon.